We are off the Arcada. Escape pod systems activated. All systems are go. All right. It said don't touch. I warned you. Ken, did you hear something? It was probably just you gators entertaining another Space Quest player. Go back to sleep, Bertha. Through a strange quirk of fate, or was it, you have stumbled into a place beyond time, space, and dimension. You have entered the Daventry Zone. That's right, the land of King's Quest. This will not help you now since you are playing Space Quest. We'll take a look at King's Quest much, much later on. I have seen these games, I have played through them, but I needed a walkthrough and I don't remember anything about them. I do recall the puzzle solutions making absolutely no sense whatsoever. Somehow I don't think we can look around. Nope, we are dead. Alright, we're not going to push the don't touch button. Can I push throttle? The throttle is back as far as it will go. Now let me just do that. Gotta close the door first and then pull the throttle. Oi. Ah. That mouse. I don't know why I loaded that game. I should have loaded this one. Okay. What happens if we press power? Your effort to power down the pod was wisely overridden by the onboard computer. Alright, I guess there's nothing we can do other than pushing the auto nav button. The monitor flashes. You study it to see what new information is being displayed. Planet profile. Corona. Atmosphere, breathable. Life civilization, unknown. Temperature, 40 degrees Celsius. That's hot but not unbearable. The autonav system has locked on to the small planet of Corona, and the pod has begun its approach. Nothing to do now, but hang on. After a skull-jarring landing, you peer through the shattered viewing pores out onto the desert landscape. A feeling of utter desolation settles in. You're in a fine mess now, Roger Wilco. We're so dumb, we're so razzled by that we can't look around. Let's take off our seatbelt. Let's open the door. The door has been permanently opened by the impact of landing. We are on the planet. You seem to be located in an incredibly remote area. There is a thrashed escape pod here. I think that was our doing. The pod seems to be semi-destroyed. That's useful. I thought there was something we could do here. Huh. So I think moving just closer to it gives us a different description. The pod seems to be semi-destroyed. A glimmering catches your eye. Upon closer inspection, you see that a piece of highly reflective glass has broken out of the pod window. Let's grab that. Glass now in possession. This is a piece of highly reflective view shield glass from the escape pod. Due to its special design, there are no sharp edges. It's like tempered glass, except tempered glass will actually kill you if you're not careful. Alright, what else do we have? If I move somewhere else? Yeah, we don't get that description now. That's super weird. What about if I look from the front? No, I can't get onto the side. It looks like an entirely two-dimensional sprite. How about look in pod? That would be best done from inside. Okay. Get in pod, please. Look in pod. How about that? You learn nothing new through this act. Great. The screen is dark, not to mention cracked. The throttle seems to be jammed. It won't budge. Didn't realize you could do that. Can I push it again? Neither this nor anything else on the console works. I know there's something else here. Look around, pod. We're definitely in the pod. We should be able to view it. There is nothing under the seats. Through the window, you see a vast wasteland composed of sand. Yeah, there is definitely something else here. I know that for a fact. Did we miss something, perhaps, leaving the Arcada? Just racking my brains. Okay, so I think what I'll do, just to start with, is I'll take a look around the desert and draw a bit of a map. There seems to be sand as far as the eye can see. Oh! You have just become a vertical meal for the local welcoming committee. Lovely. So if we go left, we die. Sorry, I think I'll need that back in a moment. Let's look around again. There is not much to see. Just a lot of sand. And there's that insect again. And there's that animal again. I imagine one direction here will not get us killed. Maybe it's all looking around that's getting me killed. Alright, so I guess we can only go right. You are dressed in the standard issue excursion suit. Can I take off the suit? I'll get naked if you get naked. You go first. Don't mind if I do. You are at the southwest edge of a mesa. It is very desolate here. Alright, let me just draw this on my map. Up. That looks bad. Suddenly, you see a large black metal sphere falling out of the sky. A Sarien spider droid. It's a nod. Upon touching down on the planet's surface, it sprouts legs and begins its search for you. You recalled from an article in Space Piston magazine that this droid is designed to seek out organic life forms and self-destruct when contact is made. Just like that. You have just been blown into bite-sized chunks by a Sarien spider droid. Yeah, I know there's something that I'm missing in the pod. But I don't know how to get to it just yet. Ooh, hello. You are in a desert cliff area. There is a natural land bridge in the distance. Go south here. Oh, I think it landed. Never mind. Working through the kinks, figuring it out. Let's see what we've got over here. So we can go north here. That's interesting. If we go left from here, that just takes us back to the pod. Sort of like a triangle. Hmm. Can we go north from here? I don't think we can, but I'm going to try. No. And if we try going right... And that is death. Alright. You are in a desert cliff area. This is all connected. Okay. Let's make a new save here. So we don't have to keep going that way again. Spider droid is here. It is chasing me. Alright, we are clearly not going right from there. Wonder if I can use the spider droid to blow up that creature. Also not going south from there. That's not happening. We can go north. Definitely can't go back down. I tried going back down instead of across to the right. Wrong button on the keyboard. Oh boy. Right, to me, it's very clear that we've got maybe, I don't know, 6 or so screens here that we have to play with. We have to go up the ramp there. Although we might have a cave on the left-hand side there, and I do want to look around. I do want to use the look around command bit. Let's just put it on slow. So I can actually type this stuff. Look around. We are in a desert cliff area. Yeah, I thought I saw a cave entrance on the right on the next screen. You went in an area almost entirely surrounded by cliffs. A path winds its way along the sheer cliffs to the left. It is not accessible from here. It's not talking about this cave on the right. You are in the slimiest of caves. The odor in here is less than desirable. I thought I'd actually go deeper into the cave from here, but... no, this thing knows that we're here. And I'm not actually sure where I went. Yeah, I thought there was something inside this cave, but I don't see it. My memory is failing me at the moment. Alright, let's go up here and take a look around. Maybe the droid is not smart enough to actually go up the ramp. Oh, okay. You are in a unique area. There is a natural land bridge here as well as life in the form of plants. We need to check those plants out, clearly. I mean, that's a rock. It should tell me there's a rock there, but whatever. There is a very large rock on the natural bridge. Surely we can do this. But I think our timing's got to be exact. And once we've done this, I don't think there's any going back. I think if we try going all the way back over here, that's going to crack on us. It was not known that you are a master of the rock. That was a fine effort. Yeah, this thing is going to break. It is quite a unique work of nature. It might hold you. It held us once, it held us twice. I don't think it's going to hold us for a third time. Yeah, let's go check out those plants. So we can get rid of the droid by coming up to that bridge, pushing the rock at an opportune moment, and then moving on. It looks a lot like spinach. Can I take the plants? You tear off a piece of the plant. It is a plant you are not familiar with. What about these plants? Alright, let's try eating the plant. You plant your teeth into the strange plant and take a large bite, only to find it tastes exquisitely bad. If you had your choice, you would choose from any form of death over a meal of this. There's nothing else around here? You are near the base of a plateau on which rests two large rocks. It is a rather bleak environment. That's clearly a gateway of some sort, but I don't remember that. The heat is causing you to develop quite a thirst. A drink of water would certainly be most pleasant. We don't... Oh, God. What have we here? A rat has transformed you into a new source of recreation. You, of course, don't survive this treatment. It's tough to make new friends around here. Yeah, I remember that thing. And I thought the way you killed that thing was by throwing something at it. But I don't have the object that I need. Alright, let's maybe go up there. Maybe go up to the ridge. Yeah, we can only pass by here a very limited amount of times. I can clearly see that. You have travelled a long way only to die by carelessly stepping to your death. What a clod. I mean, I didn't step... It's not like I did this. The frigging bridge broke underneath me. Let's go straight over here. I think we have enough time to go back over that. You are high atop a rocky plateau. The desert below seems to stretch to infinity. Same thing there. You see a pair of oddly curved rock formations. They point at each other as if to form an arch. Oh! Wasn't trying to do that, but fine. This is one end of what appears to be a large cavern. The only way to go is to the left. There is a rock nearby. There was a rock nearby on the bridge as well, but we didn't get a description of that particular rock. It looks like your standard run-of-the-mill pneumatic transport. This particular one only goes down, however. Wow. How do you know that? Alright, let's grab that rock. It looks just like a Cernonian rock should. Alright, let's take the rock. This is definitely a rock. This is another large chamber in the underground complex. I know we know it's a complex. There is a path on the back wall which is not accessible from the bottom. Alright, let's make a save here. The grate is made of metal and seems to be fastened securely to the floor. It is too dark to see through the grate. There is, however, an odd smell emanating from down there. Charming. You've been snatched from existence by a tentacled beast lurking beneath the grate. You feel the painful sting of digestive fluids. It's way too easy to die in this game. So I believe you do it by going this way, like that. Probably shouldn't be a thing, but alright. Everything down here is composed of very hard rock. Everything has a slimy look and feel due to the humidity. So if it's 40 degrees and humid outside, that is lethal. There is a geyser cone here. It is rhythmically spewing hot steam. I remember what to do with that. Let's put the rock in there. There is not a door here. It totally was. This is a slightly smaller chamber in the underground complex. There is a path above which is not accessible from here. There is a pool on the right-hand side. You gaze intensely at the purplish pool of liquid, the first real sign of moisture on the planet. The pool seems to have no bottom. The gentle dripping has a soothing effect on your frazzled nerves. And I think if we drink from that, we're going to get liquefied. You have nothing that could successfully contain the liquid. Do we need to grab that? That's not the way to get there. Brain not work good. From tiny cracks in the ceiling, several small drops succumb to the influence of gravity. And I know exactly what happens if those drops hit us. That much I do remember. Alright, where are we going? This way, maybe? You are in a large room in the cavern. There is a pathway above. At the south end of the room are two odd-looking units emitting beams of light. There are two metal units here which appear to be emitting beams of energy. The beams seem to form some sort of electronic barrier across the path. Is it lethal? Yes, it is. That's actually very creative. You are now lying on the floor in many pieces. Guess those beams meant business, Roger Wilco. It's really cool. You actually walk through it, and you're still walking. And then bam. You don't have control at that point, but just the way he falls apart is really, really cool. So we have a reflective piece of glass here. There we go. You have quite cleverly turned the beam upon itself, frying it into inoperability. There are 2 metal units here, which are no longer emitting beams of energy. Oops. I think I broke it. This is a upper pathway in a slightly smaller chamber in the underground complex. There is a level area below, which is not accessible from here. There is a pool on the right hand side. Yeah, these drips are going to melt me from memory. Just like that. You are unpleasantly surprised by a drop of searing acid, which bores its way to your feet. Like caustic acid. Alright, we need to get through here somehow. Timing is everything. And I thought I was way away from that, but whatever. Goes 3, 2, 1. No, it doesn't. I don't know the order, and I don't particularly care to find out the order. This is another large chamber in the underground complex. There is a path on the back wall which is not accessible from the bottom. We've seen that. As soon as you enter the room, you find yourself surrounded by darkness. Suddenly, you become aware of the fact that you cannot move or speak. A strange, unknown force has taken over. A massive holographic image appears before you. You sense that you are the only life form in the area. Zijojub loves. Joe, I can't read that, so I'm not going to try. Clearly we need to turn on the translator that we've got. Because of your inability to understand the alien's language, he has sent you back to the surface. Just like that. Can we go back down here? No, maybe we need to go through the entire thing to get back there, which I'm not going to do. I'm going to go here. Oof. Alright, is this RNG? We're getting 2 and 1 pretty quickly, but then after that, 3, 2, 1, 3. Alright. Turn on gadget. You turn the dial to the right. The light begins to glow. On one end is a dial and a light, currently on. We absolutely can fall off here, so I do not want to fall off. Hopefully now we'll be able to understand it. Yeah, that's a completely different sentence, not only just because it now makes sense in English, the sentence structure is totally different.
So,
You have found your way to my hallowed chamber. I have been monitoring your travels on our planet. It appears that you are up the proverbial estuary without a means of locomotion. You are obviously in need of transportation. I don't know where I'm going with this voice. I can't do voices. But that's not going to stop me from trying. Let us see if you are worthy of our assistance. On the surface lives a beast called a rat. He proves to be a bit of an annoyance on occasion. Dispose of him and bring back evidence of your conquest. Only then will I deal with your plight. Good luck, strange one. I can't do voices. I really can't. Alright, so a rat is in the cave, and I'm pretty sure I recall how to deal with him, but I don't have the item. I wonder if maybe we can use the droid to blow him up. What about if we do this? Rub plants on body. Do I have the plants? Yes, I do. Rub plants on suit. Yeah, a rat didn't spawn until the droid was taken out. So what I'm thinking is, let's take out the droid first. Get rid of that mouse cursor in a sec, I swear. It's right in position, unfortunately, but I don't think I'm going to get that. Oh, I will. Nice. Yeah, I can only cross that a very limited amount of times. And once it's gone, it's gone. Doesn't want to tell me anything about that cave at all. You are in the slimiest of caves. The odor in here is less than desirable. A rat is huge and ugly. Of course, your opinion may differ depending on what part of the universe you come from. It should also be mentioned that he is quite mean. Can we talk to him? A rat is a guy of few words, and none of them are for you. Wait, we don't have plants? Really? I thought I had the plant before I came here. Okay, that would explain why we can't put the plants on our suit. If it tastes terrible, then maybe he won't want to touch us if we do that. Yep, we've seen that. How about I throw the plants at him? Yeah, this is not going to work out for us. I pretty much know what I've missed, but I don't know how to guess it. Maybe we missed something back on the Arcada. but I explored that area pretty thoroughly and I don't think I found it. We're missing something back at the pod. I know that for a fact. I'm thinking hard. There's nothing under the seat. There you go. I tried all sorts of variants of looking pod and whatever else, but I didn't find that. You are inside the escape pod. It appears that the more fragile devices were damaged severely by the impact of landing. A survival kit has broken loose from somewhere. We need that. Done. This is your survival kit. It contains a xenon army knife and a can of dehydrated water. We need that. Take knife? Really? Take water, perhaps? Nope. Okay, there we go. We get all three of them at the same time. Look at knife. This is your handy dandy xenon army knife. It looks familiar, just saying. This is a cylinder of dehydrated water. At the top of the cylinder is a regulator and a short nozzle. On the other side is a label. The can label says, Pelvatron's dehydrated water, H2. All you need is air. Makes 10 gallons. Directions. To use, simply drink from nozzle. Metered amounts will be dispensed. Caution! Do not attempt to open or rupture. Misuse could result in personal injury and or flash flooding. Interesting. So that was the item that I was missing, and I pretty much knew from playing this game previously that I was missing it. So you place your lips to the nozzle and draw. A fluid, not a very reasonable facsimile of water, is released slowly. While tasting slightly terrible, it quenches your thirst, at least for the time being. How many times can we do that? As many as we want, by the looks of it. Okay, so... oh god. I was not expecting that thing to come down that early. We're in trouble. So, game plan. Let's grab some plants. I'm struggling to remember what we need to plant for. If indeed we need it for anything. Maybe it's optional. I've got vague memories of using it to put on my body to get past a grate so that we don't have to use the back wall. Alright. Come here, you. Just gotta be patient. Come on. Jake, maybe switch this over to fastest. Alright, let's go after a rat. Alright, so to defeat this guy, what we need to do, from memory, is we need to throw the water at him. A rat, always in the mood for a snack, snatches the can out of the air with his spacious oral cavity, chews, and swallows it. He notices a rumbling deep within his abdomen. There's that flash flooding. A rat's eyes prove to be bigger than his stomach for once. Incapable of becoming history's first living reservoir, his body succumbs to the intense internal pressure created by nearly 10 gallons of instantly reconstituted water. As a special bonus, you have received a much needed shower. Charming game. Absolutely charming. Alright, something landed on the right hand side there. That is going to be our proof that we have taken this creature out. It looks like the rest of the ground around here. The green spots indicate that there is a little moisture. What is that thing? On the ground rests a gleaming chunk of a rat's anatomy. Oh boy. You reach down and take the rat's part in your hand. Some of it oozes to fill the space between your fingers. Ew. Alright, hopefully we're done here now. We can just go back up there to the arch, go down, make our way through the cavern again. Have a chat to that alien. Let's turn on the gadget before I forget. Hopefully it's not battery operated. Yeah, I think if I were to have to come back down here, take out a rat, and then I believe there's also an option to take out the Sarien spider droid, if you haven't done that already. I don't think you would have enough time to be able to get back over and not take out the bridge in the process. Alright. I thought you could do something with the plants here, and that it was optional. I could be entirely wrong. Silly human? That would not be helpful. Do I get that for everything? I do. Yeah, I would not have picked that without someone's help. There are some slimy green tentacles poking through the grates. I don't think that's a thing. I'm not sure what we need to plant for. Maybe it comes in handy later on. But look at the wall here. Is it going to say there's a door? There is a door here. And now if I look at the door, there is not a door here. Alright, let's use the glass. I have to get quite close to actually use that. And then I think we just need to get past the acid. Just make a save here because no doubt I'm going to die many times. Or not. Alright, we may or may not be good. Let's find out. Let's see if we get the same dialogue.
So, you have found your way to my hallowed chamber. Fortunately, there is much more to you than meets the eye.
That's different.
I have been monitoring your travels on our planet. It appears that you are up the proverbial estuary without a means of locomotion. You are obviously in need of transportation. It has come to my attention that you have met a rat. If you have proof of a rat's demise, drop it for my inspection.
There's no quote at the end of that, so this is kind of weird. I need to quickly switch to slow. And let's drop the chunk. You drop the rat parts to the ground. The vision is silent. You are startled by a rumbling, and suddenly an oddly shaped door comes into view. It opens slowly. You hear a voice, different this time, beckoning you to step forward. We can move. I don't suppose there's any reason to pick that up. No, I've got no... My arrows move, but I can't type anything in here. And I can't move at the moment, but I can totally look around. This place is most interesting, indeed. A mixture of both old and new technologies. On one side of the chamber is a primitive steam generator. Its pistons pounding rhythmically turn steam into useful energy. On the other side is what appears to be a computer console. The console consists of a monitor and a cartridge slot. Ooh. Can we get there in time? There are also some readouts which indicate the status of some of the mechanisms in here. We can't move at the moment. These people of Corona are an odd-looking lot. You can't pin it down, but you are sure something is different about them. Come on, dude.
Please don't be alarmed. We intend no harm. We are a peaceful race. We are cautious, however. Others don't share our way of life. Welcome to Corona. You are standing in the power generation facility of our underground settlement. All power here is produced by steam. That is unimportant to you, however. We have promised you transportation. It is a skimmer. It hovers approximately 1/2 of a meter above the travelling surface. This is very important because of Grell. I take it that's the thing that keeps eating us. Grell and his like dwell in caves below the sand. If you stand on the surface too long, you chance becoming a rare moist meal for him.
Why the word moist?
The skimmer is programmed to take you to a settlement on the other side of Corona called Ullent's Flats. I think that is how you pronounce Ullent's. You can make further travel arrangements there. I am sorry this is all we can offer. I hope your trip is a safe one. Board the skimmer when you are ready to depart. Good luck, strange one.
Like I said, I cannot do voices.
There seems to be some steam escaping with each upstroke of the pistons.
You're not supposed to say there's something different about them, dude. Come on. Look at readouts, maybe? The screen is dark. Well, how do I turn on the screen? Look at computer. Look at cartridge slot. You notice that the slot is just about the size of a data cartridge. I mean, we have to try inserting it. We have to. What is it? Oh, yep, it's just called a cartridge. Insert cartridge into slot. The cartridge snaps neatly into the slot, and the screen comes alive. Whosoever shall read this, my name is Dr. Slash Volhall. I am a scientist with the Star Generator project aboard the Star Lab Arkada. We have just successfully completed development and testing of the Star Generator. During this time, I have come to believe that our progress has been monitored by others. I fear that the Sariens may have learned of our mission. If my fears prove true, the Star Generator and the people of our universe are in serious jeopardy. The Star Generator is a miraculous device. Used as intended, it will help preserve life for eons to come. Used as a device for evil, it will cause the destruction of millions of lives and enslave all who oppose the Sariens. Encoded within this cartridge are all plans and specifications for the construction of the Star Generator. Should any disaster befall the Star Generator project, scientists would be able to create a duplicate of the Star Generator with this information. Please guard this with your life. Return it to the Xenon ruling body as quickly as is possible. Important notes. The Star Generator is capable of self-destruction. This was introduced to the system as a precaution. To activate it, one must enter the code 6858. A 5-minute timer will begin to count down. Beware, anyone within 5 kilometers of the Star Generator will be in danger once the timer has been initiated. Please be careful and good luck. We have the destination code. That's very, very important. And yes, I've written that down. Alright, what else do we have here? The walls are flat and featureless, except for the back wall, which is partially covered by a console. Can I look at the balcony? I don't think we're going to get anything else out of this room. Yeah, we saw that when we looked at the pistons. I don't think there's anything else here. Alright. As described, it is a sand skimmer and it looks like it has skimmed quite a bit of sand in its time. On it is a panel which has a small readout, currently dark, and a keyhole with a key in it. You remove the key from the skimmer. This is the power key to the sand skimmer. I do wonder if we get to our destination, if we don't take the key, whether it'll be gone. I think it will. The panel has an ignition switch. There is no key in it. Yep, okay. I think what we'll do is we'll insert the key in here and get moving. Insert key, done. Use key. What did it say? Add ignition switch. Get in the skimmer. Okay. Press ignition. Press switch. Turn key. There we go. You turn the key and suddenly the jet turbines begin to whir. The skimmer begins to shake beneath you as its platform slowly moves into the launch tube. You can't help but wonder what you've gotten yourself into this time. Well, we know where we're going. We're going to Ulint's Flats. It's automatically programmed to go there, so nothing can possibly go wrong. As you nervously hang on, the skimmer rises slowly to the surface of the planet via a secret passage.